Hey there, Catholic Match. I'm Tanner.
And I'm Alli.
And we're the Cleaners. And today we want to share with you guys about why it's important to bring your family and friends into your relationship to help you discern that relationship. This is part of a bigger series that we built out for you guys. A while back, we made a video about how to know if the person that you're dating is indeed the one. You can find that video right here, we'll say. And in this video, we talked about 4 steps that you can go through to help you in your discernment if the person that you're dating is indeed the one. Alli, what are those 4 steps?
The first one is if you're compatible with the other person, so you share similar interests and desires with them.
And you can find that video, we'll say right here somewhere.
And then the second one is if you're praying about this relationship and you feel peace about the relationship and the person that you're dating is doing the same. The third one is if you can envision yourself laying down your life for the other person, because that's very important in marriage. And then the final one is what Tanner just said about inviting your family and friends into that relationship so they can help you discern if it's the right person for you.
And so before we even talk about why it's important to do that, when would be a good time to bring your family and friends into your relationship?
I think that that's a really tricky question because it really does depend on you and your relationship with your family and your relationship with your friends. But I do think that a good rule of thumb is once you've defined the relationship, so you've made it official, your boyfriend and girlfriend, you've been dating for a little bit, I think at that point, it's probably time to introduce them to your friends and your family.
I think that's a good rule of thumb because once you've made your relationship official, you've taken a big step in that relationship, and it's time to bring your outside people into that relationship as well to help you in your discernment. So it's probably not a good idea after your first date to have your family and friends at your boyfriend or girlfriend's front porch. Not even your boyfriend or girlfriend yet.
Yeah, that would be a little creepy.
It'd be a little bit creepy.
A little overbearing.
A little overbearing, a little weird. And it's probably not a good idea, on the other hand, to wait an extreme amount of time and invest a lot of your time and energy in a relationship and not have your family or friends be a part of that at all.
Yeah, because if you've been dating for a really long time and you haven't introduced them to your family and friends, it's probably a good time to start looking inward at your own life and be like, okay, why am I keeping this person from my family and my friends? Is there something in this relationship that I'm not wanting them to see?
Exactly. So after you have made the relationship official, bring your friends in. Come on, bring them in and help you in this discernment. And why? Why bring your family and friends into your relationship? Why is that important to do? Well, your family and friends know you better than anyone. When I started dating Alli, my best friend and I were best friends for 25 years plus, and my family knew me even longer than that. So my family and friends knew what made me tick. They knew what made me come alive. They could tell if I was being real or if I was being fake. And so when you bring your family and friends into your relationship, they help kind of speak into that. They help you know, Tanner, you're being real. I mean, she's making you come alive. Or, hey, Tanner, like, when you're around her, you kind of have a mask on, you're trying a little bit hard, or you're maybe a little bit timid. They help speak into that for you.
And your family and friends also know your dating habits. So they know, like, if you have a tendency to kind of just like jump right in and be all in right away, which maybe is like rushing things a little bit. They also know if maybe you are like naturally a little timid and like can maybe help give you some freedom to be more yourself in a relationship.
And so your family and friends help kind of speak into you in this relationship. But not only that, you also get to see how your significant other, your boyfriend or your girlfriend interacts with your family and friends. Do they get along? Is there a sense of camaraderie there? I think some people maybe have the expectation, the false expectation that your boyfriend or your girlfriend should be best friend with your best friends, or they should be like one of your siblings and just slide right into your family. I don't know if that's maybe a fair expectation to put on them, but there should be a sense of give and take there. They shouldn't hate being around your family and friends.
And sometimes those things just take time. When you're meeting a bunch of new people, especially like for my family, we're kind of a crazy family and there's a lot of us, it's not going to just be like perfect right away. So be patient with your significant other also. And then on the flip side of this, when I got to meet Tanner's family for the first time, I got to see how he was interacting with them. Family is really important to me, so it meant a lot, like how Tanner treated his parents. Did he treat them with honor and respect? Did he care and love for his siblings? Those things are really important in my discernment process when it came to how Tanner interacts with his family and his friends.
I heard advice one time, I think it was maybe advice I heard when I was in high school, that you can tell a man will be a good husband one day by the way he treats his mom. I don't know if
Probably a little bit true.
that's true. Yeah? You think so?
Yeah, Tanner loves his mom a lot.
I do. I'm a mama's boy. Hey there, mom. Hello. And so all of these things that we're talking about help you in your discernment. And there was one time when I was in a relationship and I was feeling really good about this relationship. I was pretty infatuated. I thought that we were really compatible. I was praying about it and I thought that I was feeling peace. And I could definitely envision myself laying down my life for this person. But a couple of my best friends told me, hey, Tanner, we're not really sure about this relationship. They kind of raised some red flags that they were seeing on their end. And I did not like this in the moment. In fact, I was pretty ticked off at them in the moment. But it forced me to kind of step outside of my relationship and look at it from a different angle and then see that maybe there were some things that I should think more deeply about.
Yeah, so if you are a friend of someone who's dating someone too, it's really important to be bold if you see things that are kind of concerning. You don't need to share everything, right? Like every little detail, like I don't like his hat or his shoes. Like that's probably not the best things to share. But if you notice things, share them and be bold. Because like dating also just requires a lot of humility. So being open to people's feedback is really important, and like understanding where it's coming from and how it can like actually help you discern is really good.
Yeah. And your family and friends, their voice is not the voice of God, but their voice does help you hear the voice of God more. And so when my friends kind of ticked me off in the moment, they kind of allowed me to step back and give a more fair assessment of that relationship and step outside of all the feelings and the feel goods and the infatuation that sometimes come along with relationships.
And you guys know your family and your friends best. I would say when it comes to family, you know, sometimes parents or like moms might be like really excited when you bring someone home and might immediately just think they're the best, and like they might ignore all the red flags. So if that's kind of how your family tends to be, take that with like a grain of salt if that's their advice.
But family and friends help friends discern.
Yeah.
So take their voice into consideration.
Absolutely. Circling back to the beginning of this video, we talked about a previous video we made. That is, how do I know if the person I'm dating is the one? And we mentioned these 4 steps.
If you're compatible with the other person, if you're praying about it and feeling peace, and if you envision yourself laying down your life for this person.
And then finally, this last point of bringing your family and friends into your relationship to help you discern. We didn't put those in a particular order. In fact, I think this point in particular can help you discern the other things. So like bringing your family and friends into that relationship, they can help you realize maybe we're not compatible, or maybe help you realize that you are compatible. They can also, their affirmation of this relationship can also help you feel more peace about this relationship and maybe help you take a next step. So that's really important. It's not the last step, it's part of all of the steps.
And so if you're at home watching this video and you're in a relationship and you've tried bringing your family and friends into that relationship, and you also feel a sense of compatibility with your boyfriend or girlfriend, and you guys are both praying about it and feeling peace, and you guys both envision yourselves laying down your lives for one another, then hey, you might have just found the one.
That's all we have for you guys today, but we hope that this is just another tool in your discernment toolbox for dating.
Oh, here's my discernment screwdriver. Oh, compatibility. Here's my discernment wrench. Family and friends approval.
Here's my discernment hammer. Peace.
It's so cheesy. I love it.
Okay.
Please pray for us. Please know that we're praying for you guys in all your dating endeavors. Until next time.
See you later.
Bye.